All right, let's talk Netflix. They just had a massive quarter, and it looks like they've got a secret weapon to make sure they stay on top of the streaming world. And that weapon? It's all about artificial intelligence. We're going to break down their entire plan.
So here's the big question, right? In a world where you can watch literally anything, anytime, how does a behemoth like Netflix not just keep its crown, but actually strengthen its grip? Well, their latest letter to shareholders basically lays out the entire blueprint, and you'll see it's about so much more than just having a few hit shows.
Let's start with the headline number. A massive 17% revenue growth year over year. I mean, that's huge. It tells you one thing, loud and clear. Whatever they're doing, it is absolutely working.
And it's not just about the money they're making. It's about the attention they're capturing. In the US, their slice of the total TV watching pie has jumped by 15% since late 2022. Think about that. That means more and more of us are choosing Netflix over cable, over other streamers, over everything.
So how are they doing it? Well, part of it is landing these absolute monster hits. Take K-pop Demon Hunters. This thing pulled in 325 million views. That makes it their most popular film ever. That's not just a movie, that's a full-blown cultural event that fuels the entire Netflix machine.
Okay, so here's how we're going to walk through this. First, we'll look at their winning quarter, then we'll uncover the real secret to their success. After that, we're diving deep into their AI playbook, what that actually means for you, and finally, what this all signals for the future of streaming.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the numbers. Because their third quarter wasn't just good, it was proof that their big bet on creating hits all over the world is really paying off.
Okay, this table tells a really strong story. Revenue is up a super healthy 17% to $11.5 billion. Now, you might see that operating income looks just a little below what they predicted, but that's only because of a weird one-time tax thing in Brazil. If you take that out, they would have actually smashed their own profit goals.
And this is the engine that's driving those financials. We're talking about massive, culture-defining blockbusters. Happy Gilmore 2, 126 million views. Wednesday Season 2, 114 million. We already talked about the record-shattering K-pop Demon Hunters. And check this out. 41 million people watched a single boxing match. That is the most viewed men's championship fight of this century. Just incredible.
So, what's the big secret here? What ties all of this together? It really boils down to one simple but incredibly powerful idea: engagement.
This is their mission, straight from the source. Their entire strategy is built around this one idea. If they can keep you entertained with a wild mix of shows, movies, and live events that you actually love, you're going to stick around. You'll tell your friends, and you'll feel like it's worth the money. It's this beautiful, simple feedback loop.
And of course, to know if they're actually succeeding, they have to measure it. So here's a little peek behind the curtain. When Netflix says a show got, say, 100 million views, this is what they mean. It's not just about how many people clicked play. They take the total hours watched and divide it by the runtime. This lets them compare a short comedy special to a 3-hour epic movie, apples to apples. It's all about quantifying how engaged we are.
Okay, now we get to the real game changer, because it's not enough to just have great shows anymore. Netflix is betting its entire future on technology, and specifically on its deep and growing use of artificial intelligence.
And they are not being subtle about it. This quote says it all. AI isn't just some side project for them, it is a core pillar of their strategy for the future. They believe that with all the data they have and their massive global reach, they have a unique edge in putting these incredible new technologies to work.
So, how are they actually using generative AI? The AI that can create brand new things like text or images. Well, they're breaking it down into 3 main buckets: how it helps us, the members, how it helps the creators making the shows, and how it helps their advertising business.
For us, this is probably one of the coolest developments. They're testing a new kind of search where you can just talk to it. So forget just typing in an actor's name. Imagine asking something like, "Show me a funny movie with a shocking twist." And it just gets it. It instantly serves up the perfect title. This is all about making it ridiculously easy to find something you'll love.
Now for the creators. This is where AI goes from just being a neat feature to a seriously powerful creative tool. Instead of a designer spending weeks sketching out costumes, a director can now use AI to spit out dozens of incredible options in minutes. Or think about a flashback scene where you need to de-age an actor. What used to be a super expensive, time-consuming process can now be done almost seamlessly with AI.
And hey, this isn't some far-off future stuff. It is happening right now. They specifically called out using AI to de-age characters in Happy Gilmore 2. The team behind the Spanish hit Billionaire's Bunker used it to visualize sets and wardrobe before they even built anything. It's a tool that helps filmmakers bring their vision to life faster and more creatively than ever before.
So we've seen the tech, we've seen how it's being used behind the scenes, but let's connect the dots. What does all this AI stuff actually mean for you when you're sitting on your couch on a Friday night?
Well, it really breaks down into three things. First and foremost, you get way better recommendations and a smarter search, so you spend less time scrolling and more time watching. Second, you get more creative and visually stunning shows because creators have these amazing new tools. And yeah, third, even the ads get better and more relevant to you, which makes the whole experience feel smoother.
Okay, so let's zoom all the way out, because all of this, the hit shows, the focus on engagement, all these AI tools, it's all part of a much, much bigger fight.
The way Netflix sees it, they're not just competing with other streaming services. Not at all. They're competing for your free time. They're up against TikTok, YouTube, video games, going to the movies, even just taking a nap. The real war is for your attention. And this, right here, is the biggest takeaway from their entire plan. AI isn't just a cool new feature. It is their core strategic weapon to win that war for our attention. By making the experience more personal, by empowering creators to be more ambitious, and by making their business smarter, they believe AI is the key to keeping you watching no matter what else is out there.
So that leaves us with this one kind of wild question for the future. We've seen AI help make shows and find the right audience for them. But could it one day be the spark that actually creates the next global blockbuster from scratch? That's a question only time will answer. Thanks for watching.